Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. I do hope that you're having a great weekend because I sure am. In my last video, I gave you a 21-day action plan. I highly recommend watching that video after this. I believe that manifestation can be easy because we have to be really looking at two different things when it comes to this. Is that, are we coming from a place from our soul, or are we coming from a place of ego? Because yeah, we could love to have these material objects in our life, but is that our sole purpose? From my understanding and from things that are starting to appear in my life, it seems like I am being drawn towards the thing that I truly desire. It is about being in the flow and enjoying the process and allowing that process to unfold. But it's when we're following our true purpose, our inner soul, what it truly wants, that is in most cases what it tends to draw you towards, where something is least resistance. And becoming consciously aware of these signs and becoming aware of what is being drawn to you, this is where you need to start taking action. But a lot of times when things happen in my life and it seems surprising, is that it tends to draw me to what my sole purpose is or where my heart is. And a lot of times I do want certain things in life, but in reality, I'm always drawn to the things that are towards my soul purpose. So when it comes to manifesting our reality, we have to really decide if it's coming from an internal being or is it something external, meaning like objective, meaning the objects in your world, because a lot of times the things that we think we want aren't the really things that our subconscious is trying to bring us towards. So we can think of all the things in the world, we can say all the affirmations and do all the methods and all the techniques. But if it's not coming from a place from within and something that you truly are, because you cannot manifest something that you are not, then that thing will never appear in your world. When we think of something and we are affirming for it, what that is doing is that we are impressing our subconscious mind. And I talk about the I am, and the I in that is just as important because the I is infinite. We have access to the infinite source. The infinite source can only be created through us, and we could create through the infinite. And the infinite is unlimited. But what stops us from getting the things that we desire and the things that we want is our conscious mind. This is like the gatekeeper. This is where the doubts and the fears and the wanting to know how. And if we tend to block that, then it doesn't go through our subconscious mind. So we have to get out of our own way, out of our own thoughts. And in the last video, I talk about how we can get rid of these thoughts and overcome this so we can impress our subconscious and bring this into our reality. But from what I'm noticing in mine is that when I am going with the flow and I am just going with the energies that are around me, things tend to come a lot easier, sometimes fast. There are times the other day where I thought about something and it manifested like in 2 hours. But that is tied to what my true purpose was or is. So things tend to flow naturally, and this is something that you don't have to work so hard for because it is what you already are. And becoming this person is really what it's about. It's not what is out in your outer world. Again, this is all done through your inner world. And there's only mind and your thoughts. And those are the frequencies and the vibrations that are being sent out into this universe, out into the field. So these are the things that you can control, because this is all inner work. This is what you can control. You cannot control the external world, but you control the inner world so that it can reflect the outer world. So it is all about our mind and being aware of the things that are coming through it, removing those negative thoughts, removing fear, removing anxiety, removing all those things that don't belong in consciousness, the things that don't deserve your time, and getting rid of those and only putting positive things in your mind, or things that are going towards the goal or the thing that you want in your life. And the more we focus our attention on the things that we want, and only the things that we want, then that is when our subconscious has no choice but to reflect that out, because that's how we are impressing it, by imagining, thinking, and living as fact, and going about our day knowing that the reality that we desire is already here. And all we're doing is waiting for our physical world to catch up to us. And it's just embodying that being that you already are. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you haven't checked out my previous videos, do so, because I do share a lot of different things about manifestation and getting into the right frame of mind so you can begin to bring these things into existence. Till then, I hope to see you on the next.